Hey everyone, how's it going? Nate here from Octave Studios. It's Thursday and you know what that means. It's time for another tips and tricks video. And this time I want to go into the importance of patience and proper planning for whatever it is you are currently in the works on. So let's just dive right into it. Alright, so first and foremost, why is patience and planning even important? Well, you want to be able to properly get everything out with the proper material, right? If you're going to go release an album, you want to make sure you have a release date that you can meet with everything. You want to make sure you'll have your artwork in on time. If you're releasing a single, you want to make sure you'll have your music video out. And if you're trying to draw anticipation, you want to do more than release the track the day you get it. You want to do a little bit to generate hype. And this is going to be very important for making sure that you can meet deadlines that you set. Nothing's worse than setting one that actually ends up creating a lot more issues for you down the line. Say you're in the studio and you set a release date the day you go in for drum tracking, being like, we're in on this day and we're going to have it released by this day. And then all of a sudden recording takes you 2 extra weeks. Editing takes an extra week because of all the extra shenaniganery that happened that the engineer might have to fix up a little bit. And then next thing you know, you have your masters, but you can't get everything released on time. Maybe your digital distro doesn't have enough time. Maybe you're only 2 weeks from release and you need 3. Or maybe you went to get some physical merchandise to go with this and now you don't have time to get everything together. You want to be able to cut down the stress that you're going to have while going through these processes. And the best way to do that is to be patient. Now, not only be patient, but what else should you do? Well, with releases, what you need to do is wait until you have masters in hand. Whether that's for a single or for an album, make sure you have the actual masters in hand before you set any dates for release. Make sure you have everything you need to do what you need to do before you set a concrete date. Make sure you have reviewed your music video and have signed off on it before you set a release date for it. Make sure you have signed off on anything that you want to use to promote yourself before you set a release date for it. This will just help you with a lot of things. If you set a release date after you get your merchandise, now you know exactly when you need to do everything and you have everything at hand to begin with. You're not waiting on anything. You have it all there and ready to go, and now you just have to properly coordinate a plan of action to properly promote and release your material. And that's really important with albums and videos. Nothing is worse than setting a date for something and not being able to meet that date because you were a little anxious and lacked patience in being able to sit on something for a week or 2 or even a few months before you were able to actually release it properly. Don't release something and then wish you could have done it better. Release it the way you want to release it the first time. Now, if you're able to plan accordingly and really practice having patience with your releases, you'll be able to make sure that everything goes accordingly and eliminates stress on the long run of planning and preparation and coordination of everything you want to do for your release. You'll already have all your music done. You will have already gone into the studio and done everything. Maybe while you're in the studio, you're thinking of how you can coordinate everything for future parts and you're making contacts beforehand. You'll already have your music video done. You'll already have it filmed and edited and recorded. But you're not setting dates until you have physical copies of whatever you need to move on to the next stage in hand. And that will help eliminate any stress that you have in making sure that you are able to coordinate everything you need to do. Well, that's it for this week. I know it's a really short one, but I want to make sure to focus on the mentality of some things that you need to do. You can take the tips I have, but unless you also have the right mentality, it's not going to work out to your advantage. You're still going to stress yourself out. And if you go about everything that we've talked about throughout these videos with a little bit of patience, I'm pretty sure everything will be a lot easier for you in the long run. With that, there will be more DAW and vocal stuff coming in the future. I've been very busy getting some stuff done over the past week or 2, and I haven't been able to put the time aside to make sure I can do a video like that for you. And I don't want to half-ass it. I want to make sure everything works out and displays what I'm trying to get across to you in the best way possible. And if you need any help with anything, please leave a comment below and just let me know, and maybe I can help you out, and maybe I can help some others out that maybe have the same problem or same questions. With all that, have yourselves a great week, and I'll see you next time.